I'm here to unmask the devil hiding in plain sight. I've seen what Diddy has done, not just to me, but to Cassie and countless others.
This statement reveals the pervasive culture of abuse within the entertainment industry. Jamie Foxx's testimony highlights the complicity of powerful figures who manipulate their influence, showcasing the hypocrisy that allows such atrocities to continue unchecked.
That statement landed like a stone cast into a still lake, sending ripples of shock through Hollywood. Jamie Foxx, once a radiant figure alongside Diddy at extravagant galas, now stood to denounce the man he once called a friend. What drove him to turn his back? What compelled a star like Jamie with a storied career to risk everything for the sake of truth?
I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. You know, I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying, cracking a joke, doing a movie, television show. I didn't want you to see me with now, you know, by being quiet, sometimes things, you know, get out of hand. People saying what I got. Some people said I was blind, but as you can see, the eyes are working. Eyes are working just fine. And then, you know, some people were talking about I'm clone. Well, check this out. Just kidding. Not clone, man, but I'm here on earth because of some great people. I'm here on earth because of God, man.
To understand, we must rewind to 2004. The moment Jamie stepped into Diddy's whirlwind and began to see that the parties millions dreamed of attending were in reality a gateway to hell.
I started hanging out with Sean Combs in 2004, invited to rub shoulders with a music icon, thinking it was the chance to transform my life. But I was wrong. What I saw and went through, it was a nightmare. Sean Combs isn't human. He's a monster.
In 2004, Jamie Foxx stood at the pinnacle of fame. His electrifying performance in Ray didn't just cement him as a Hollywood star, it made him a symbol of raw talent and relentless ambition. Yet, beneath the shimmering spotlight, Jamie found himself ensnared in the shadowy vortex of Sean Diddy Combs' world, a realm of lavish parties, unchecked power, and sinister crimes cloaked in glitz and glamour.
This party's $1.5 million. I said, like, for what? I mean, what are you saying? He said, it costs $1.5 million to throw this party. I said, Puff, oh my God, I love it. The party's amazing. Yes, the mayor is here and everything. I said, but that's too much money. I said, you come to my place in LA, I'll throw you a party for $400 that will rival this party. And he got a little mad because, you know, he was like, yo, no, I'm known for this shit. Don't front.
Today, in this historic courtroom, Jamie Foxx steps forward, carrying the weight of emotional scars and armed with razor-sharp evidence to unmask the true face of Diddy, not merely a music mogul, but a predator in human guise, a figure who has shattered countless lives, including his own. Jamie Foxx was an indispensable guest at Diddy's infamous white party and freak-off extravaganzas, events that pulsed with decadence and danger.
It was a place where music thrummed with life, where multi-million-dollar deals were sealed, and where you could rub shoulders with the most influential titans in the entertainment world.
Jamie's voice trembled as he testified in court, his memories raw and vivid. Being invited by Diddy was the ultimate dream for anyone, a golden ticket to Hollywood's elite inner circle. Back then, Jamie felt a surge of pride, as if he had scaled the very summit of his career. But within just 6 months, that dream twisted into a harrowing nightmare. At one of Diddy's notorious freak-off parties, held on the second floor of his sprawling mansion, Jamie and Cassie Ventura, Diddy's girlfriend at the time, were ushered into a clandestine room.
I was in that tunnel, though. It was hot in that tunnel. Am I going to the wrong place in this? Because I looked at the end of the tunnel and I thought I saw the devil, like, come on. Was that Puffy?
Gone were the glittering lights and the polished laughter of the elite. In their place loomed a grim darkness, violence, drugs, young women coerced into submission, and pills that stripped away any grip on reality. I saw Cassie being brutally beaten by Diddy.
This harrowing revelation exposes the brutal reality behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Foxx's first-hand account of violence against Cassie serves as a stark reminder of the hidden horrors lurking behind celebrity facades, igniting outrage among audiences who once idolized Diddy.
Jamie choked out, his voice thick with emotion.
He forced her to be with others, even me. I refused, but Cassie's eyes, they were pleading, begging me to save her. I'll never forget that look.
A wave of revulsion surged through Jamie. He tried to blend in, but each party plunged him deeper into the depravity of the entertainment world. The breaking point came when he saw Diddy repeatedly assault Cassie, wielding violence as a tool to enforce his dominance. Unable to stomach it any longer, Jamie confronted Diddy, his voice firm and resolute. "I'm done with this. This isn't my world." Diddy, with a chilling smirk, shot back, "You think you can just walk away like that? You'll pay for it." Jamie brushed off the threat, dismissing it as empty bravado. He couldn't have been more wrong. By late 2004, a shadow descended on Jamie Foxx's life when Esther Marie Talley, his grandmother, the woman who raised him from childhood, who instilled in him the courage to chase his dreams and the strength to face any challenge, passed away suddenly. In the New York courtroom, as he spoke of her, Jamie's voice cracked, his eyes brimming with tears. She was everything to me. She was my light, the one who shaped who I am. In the depths of his grief, Jamie turned to Diddy, someone he once considered a friend, seeking solace. But during a drunken encounter, Diddy let out a cruel laugh and callously confessed, "You think your grandma died of natural causes? You thought you could just walk away from me that easily?" In that moment, Jamie froze, his world collapsing. Rage consumed him as he lunged at Diddy, landing a fierce blow to his face, screaming, "My grandmother was innocent. Why would you do this?" Diddy only sneered in response.
"You're a fool, Jamie. Anyone who crosses me pays a price."
Those words seared into Jamie's mind, revealing Diddy not just as a powerful figure, but as the embodiment of malice, willing to crush anyone who dared defy him. This moment became a turning point in Jamie's life. He realized he could no longer turn a blind eye to Diddy's atrocities. Alongside Cassie, who endured relentless torment from Diddy, Jamie embarked on a perilous mission, gathering evidence in secret. Every scrap of documentation, every recorded conversation, every haunting memory of those grotesque freak-off parties became a weapon in their arsenal. Jamie understood the dangers of this path. Diddy would stop at nothing to eliminate threats to his empire. Yet, fueled by the grief of losing his grandmother, outrage at such evil, and compassion for victims like Cassie, Jamie transformed from a wounded man into a quiet warrior, ready to risk everything to reclaim justice.
We thought it would be the fatal blow.
By 2016, Jamie and Cassie resolved to take action. They knew confronting Diddy was akin to stepping into a hopelessly uneven battle, that he wasn't just a powerful individual, but was backed by an invisible yet formidable network within the entertainment industry. Still, their faith in justice and the searing pain of what they had witnessed drove them to deliver a decisive strike. Together, they released a damning video, a razor-sharp piece of evidence capturing Diddy brutally assaulting Cassie in the corridor of a lavish hotel. The footage, showing Diddy's face contorted with rage as he mercilessly attacked Cassie, was a piercing blow to the polished facade he had so carefully crafted. Jamie testified in court, his voice quivering with the weight of those agonizing memories.
We believed that video would rip away his mask, showing the world that Diddy wasn't some music mogul, but a brutal abuser, a true monster.
But they had
This powerful declaration encapsulates the shocking duality of Diddy's public persona versus his alleged private actions. Jamie Foxx's words challenge the audience to confront the uncomfortable truth that fame can shield the most heinous behaviors, demanding a reckoning from both the industry and its consumers.
underestimated Diddy's power, or rather the might of the empire propping him up. Within a mere 30 minutes of the video's release, it vanished from the internet, erased as if it had never existed. Social media platforms, which should have been a beacon for justice, became unwilling accomplices to Diddy's cause. Posts were deleted, accounts sharing the video were locked, and voices of support were silenced in a chilling hush. The lawsuit Cassie bravely filed, hoping it would ignite a blaze of justice, was snuffed out with ruthless efficiency. In less than 24 hours, the case was settled out of court, shrouded in vague terms and suffocating financial pressure that left Cassie no choice but to relent. In the courtroom, Jamie bowed his head, his voice sinking.
Jamie Foxx's brave testimony exposes a sinister underbelly within the entertainment world where power and wealth shield abusers from accountability. As he fights not just for himself but for all victims, it raises a critical question. How long will we allow such darkness to thrive? Join the call for justice and demand change in Hollywood.